Everyone realized Gohan had ended the battle with one hand. How could that damned brat reach such a level? Gohan walked forward with unshakable confidence. The gods grew uneasy, but Belmod mocked them. Relax. Katella was an idiot, the weakest among us. Then he turned his head and said coldly, Jin, Liquier, let's have some fun with this little rodent. The three descended together, standing before Gohan. They charged their united power. The earth trembled, the sky flashed with violent energy, and destruction seemed inevitable. Gohan, however, remained calm, unmoved.
Let's see what you've got, insect. This blast will wipe out your precious little planet.
The three unleashed a massive surge of energy. The explosion shook the planet, obliterating everything nearby. But when the dust cleared, Gohan stood untouched, perfectly calm. His friends were speechless, but then they noticed a transparent, shimmering barrier surrounding them like an invisible shield. Krillin whispered in awe, "What is this? Who did that?" Piccolo frowned. "Impossible. That's not his energy." But how? Gohan looked at his friends, puzzled by their shock. Belmod was speechless, whispering to himself, How did he reach this level? And where did that barrier come from? Who's protecting them?" Tension filled the air. Then, far away, in a quiet, eerie place under a trembling sky, two mysterious figures appeared, watching the chaos left by the clash between Gohan and the gods. Their features were hidden, but their immense aura made the air itself quiver. One extended his hand, and a strange blue energy swirled around it. His companion, with a deep, echoing voice, said, "So you've finally decided to move after all this time?" The other replied coldly,
"Yes, there is no more room for delay. Only three things matter to me in this world: my family, this planet, and that person who caused what you have become."
"I know who you mean. He's the reason you've become who you are now." At that moment, Goku's body trembled slightly, and he whispered to himself, "That energy, I can feel it from far away, familiar, but changed, as if it has been transformed completely. Who are they?" "Stop, Goku. You're at a critical stage. Drowning in thought will ruin everything you've achieved." Goku smiled faintly and murmured, "Hold on, Gohan. Please. You're the hero now. I'll focus and come to you soon."
In a vast celestial palace, towering above all universes, inside the great royal hall, the priest gathered with all his angels. His children, their faces reverent, not daring to look up at him. Behind them stood the Kaioshins from every universe, who looked uneasy and fearful. The high priest slowly raised his hand, then spoke in a heavy voice. "I have called you together today because we stand on the brink of a radical change in the system of the universes. What happened in the seventh universe was no accident. It was a disturbance in the sacred balance." He paused for a moment, then continued in a sharper, harsher tone. "The gods of destruction, after Beerus's death, now fear the same fate, and they seek to restore the honor stained by that disgrace. Therefore, I have given them official permission to cleanse the seventh universe, beginning with planet Earth." The Kaioshins trembled at the mention of Earth. "Your presence here, Kaioshins, is not an honor, but a precaution, so that none of you is killed and a god of destruction ends with him, as happened with Beerus. As for you, my